why would I beg you to act right when it's people begging me to stop playing?
Hello?
Ah,
Period, Pooh.
that's some
And
real
I wish
shit.
people would
Yeah.
understand that.
Here are my 10 streams of income that make me around $50,000 per month as a content creator and entrepreneur. Let's go. Like I said in part one, I am not a content creator who lives off of brand deals and Google AdSense, although if that is your choice, that's totally fine. But I wanted to leverage my platform in a bigger way so I can make bigger bucks. Okay, let's go through the list of my 10 streams. Number one is my membership club. I have over 650 people enrolled in it and they pay a monthly fee. So that is a big one for us. Number two, I have a physical product called my Top 3 Notebook. Number three is digital products that I sell on my website. I have a low paid opt-in, which is $10. It's my brand transformation guide. And honestly, people who just come to my site end up downloading it. And we have made a lot of money off of this one $10 product. Number four is paid webinars. This isn't something that I do too often, but when I have done it, we've made over $35,000. Number five is my Creator to CEO course. Number six is Google AdSense, so I get paid from the traffic on my YouTube channel. Number seven is sponsorships, which I think is to be expected from most influencers as a mainstream of income. But here's my thing. I put Google AdSense and sponsorships toward the end because even though they do both bring in a lot of money, I don't like to live off of them just because I like to take brand deals as I see fit. I'm not trying to have too many of them on my platform. So I am very, very picky when it comes to taking brand deals. And then as for YouTube and Google AdSense, it's like a roller coaster, you know? It really just depends on how much traffic I get. Number 8 is investments. Number 9 is affiliate marketing, which is extremely passive. And whenever I use affiliate links like Amazon links or reward style links, I'll get a small commission, but that junk adds up. You hear me? And then number 10 is speaking engagements. I love doing speaking engagements, whether it's virtual or in person. It's something that I want to do more of, but it does bring in a nice chunk of change for us every year. So those are my 10 main streams of income. If you want to know a breakdown of how much each one brings in, I have a full YouTube video on my channel all about my streams of income. And I think I'm going to do one on expenses next because a lot of times you see the revenue or you hear people say how much they're making, but you don't really know how much they're actually taking home. Because the more you make, sometimes the more you have to spend.
If you need a new stream of income, listen up. Here are some of my favorite ways to make passive income. The first one is Amazon Creator Video Reviews. A lot of people always talk about the Amazon Influencer Program, but they don't talk about how you don't have to make a storefront and all that. If you wanted to, you could sign up for the Amazon Influencer Program and you could just make those, you know, when you go to a product page on Amazon and you see those videos at the bottom where people show their experience with the product. Yeah, all those people make money whenever you watch their video and then purchase the product. So you could do the same thing. You don't have to promote these products or anything. You literally just make money from uploading those videos to Amazon and you make commission every time somebody watches your video and they purchase the product. As long as you can get yourself a Amazon influencer account, you can start making these videos. The second one is to either be a part of a real estate investment group or a real estate investment club. This allows you to buy bigger properties like hotels, apartment complexes, but you're doing it with a group of people. That way you don't have to put all the money up by yourself, but your payouts are bigger than if you were going to do like a single family home or, you know, buy one individual property one by one. You can get to your investment goal quicker by doing that. The next one is if you have the money for it, buy a parking lot. This is a great investment that a lot of people don't talk about. But having a parking lot is just easy money. You just you have land, people pay to park there. Do the math. The last one is index funds. This one is great for anyone that wants to get started with getting into stocks and bonds and all that. It's basically you are creating your own small portfolio of stocks and bonds, and you get to do it for a low cost. Now, of course, do your research beforehand and figure out which type of index fund is best for you because there are a lot of different kinds, but this is a great option, if you want to get started in the stock market. If you're a girl and you only have $30, but you want to make 6 figures in a year without burning yourself out or working less than 10 hours a week while making thousands of dollars in your sleep, then I got you. Here we go. So this is the tea on how I went from $18 an hour, not being able to afford a pedicure, to now being a 6-figure online entrepreneur, traveling the world full-time as a digital nomad. I make thousands of dollars in my sleep, and I did it by selling digital products. So this is what you need to do to get started. And most people don't know that digital products is so low entry. It takes less than $30 to start, and you could see results really quickly. Like I just grew another TikTok page from 0 to 10,000 followers, and 14 days into 1 month of starting that account, I launched a digital product and it was making me passive income in literally 14 days. So listen up. Step number 1, you want to choose a niche. You want to make sure this is a profitable niche. That's why I want you to go ahead and join my free training in my Stan Store, because I break that down, because that actually does matter. You don't want to join a niche that's not actually profitable. So pick a niche, and then within that niche, you want to decide on a problem or identify a problem that people in that niche are struggling with, basically. And if you're still confused on your niche, don't worry. I have an entire free niche idea list and digital product idea list in my Stan Store. It's completely free, and that will give you the clarity on exactly what kind of digital product you should be selling and also what niche you should be in. Then you want to go into Canva and you want to create a digital product around that problem in Canva. Make it into a 5, 6, 7, 8 step process, step by step, on how people can go from A to B transformation. And your digital product now becomes your audience's solution to their problem. So after you make the digital product in Canva, you want to go ahead and sign up for Stan. If you sign up for Stan Store using my profile, like if you sign up in my profile, then I give you a freebie, like a free gift basically. So if you want to get the free gift, go ahead and sign up in my Stan Store. So the reason why you want to use Stan Store is because Stan Store is optimized for conversion, and that's where you're actually going to host your digital product. You can also create different email flows and funnels in Stan Store. I love using Stan Store. I would never use anything else besides Stan Store, and this is where I make the most money. Then after you make your Stan Store and optimize it and everything, then you want to create your TikTok account, optimize your bio, and you want to create long form storytelling and problem solving content. Make videos like 2-3 minutes or more, like around that range. But you want to make sure that you're addressing your ideal customer, of course. And I teach you how to do this again in my free training in my Stan Store. It breaks everything down, because I know this is like a really quick video and a lot of you guys are like, I'm so confused. Just go to the free training and it teaches you literally everything. And you also want to make sure in your videos you use a lot of call to actions. If you don't talk about your digital products, or if you don't actually mention them or give your audience a call to action, no one's going to do anything. You have to tell people what to do. Notice how I'm telling you guys, go download my freebie, go here, go there. Make sure you hit the plus. By the way, make sure you hit the plus if you're ready to quit your 9-to-5 job to start selling digital products full time, so you can live the ultimate passive lifestyle. Call to action. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you use a lot of call to action. Realistically, for somebody who has content creation experience, this will take you less than 30 days to see money. Like if you've been making videos, like I don't even know why you don't have a digital product already. If you're like a newbie where it's like you don't really know how to make TikTok videos, don't worry. It'll still take you a little bit of time. Like it's not going to take you forever, but it might take you, like, instead of less than 30 days, it might take you like around 40, 60 days if you're like brand spanking new. But I feel like most of you guys like know how to put together TikTok videos. So make sure you guys hit the plus. I'm going to be giving a lot of more free resources on how to actually start selling digital products. Now I know this was like a really quick video, but there is so much strategy that goes into selling digital products. This is like the icing on the cake. This is like the kindergarten version. There's a lot of strategies that go into it, but that's why I want you guys to join my free training. I love you guys so much, and let me know if you want me to make a part 2, and make sure you hit the plus if you're ready to make thousands of dollars in your sleep. I love you.
Do you want to know my 2 businesses that make me residual income and passive income as a 24-year-old? And before you scroll away, I don't do surveys, I don't post weird pictures, I don't do any of those things that you see here online. The first thing that I do, you probably have never even heard of it. It's not that popular on TikTok. It's normally secured for like older men. But before I tell you, go like this video, save this video, and follow me so you can see more ways that I make passive income. This is not dropshipping, answering surveys, selling weird pictures, anything like that. All these other claims that you see of making thousands of dollars per month. So this first way allows me to make residual income every single time somebody swipes their card at a business. This is called merchant services / credit card processing, and what I do is I sell a little way to process payments, and every time somebody swipes that card, I make a percentage. So I make 2% of everything that is processed with the credit card for that business. So if someone does like $100, I get 2% of that $100. And if it's like $1,000, I get 2% of that $1,000. So imagine how many transactions people do in a day. It adds up. And I know how to get started because it's been running in my family forever. I just went ahead and started my own business doing the same thing. That way I could make passive income. Now the second way, this is like, I feel like it's everywhere, but I actually do affiliate marketing. And before you scroll away, I know. I just partnered with like super high ticket affiliate marketing programs, and I don't really put them anywhere other than Pinterest. I am strictly on Pinterest. I've created a couple of different Pinterest accounts that's selling different things, and I found out that it's much easier just to go ahead and sell a super high ticket item versus a small ticket item, because you're going to put in the same exact effort. So might as well get the really big commission versus the really small commission with the same amount of effort. The best thing about these two things is I have them pretty much automated. So follow along so you can get some more tips.
Walmart will pay you $7,000 every single month to work from home. And the best part is that it's completely free. Anyone can do it and you don't have to show your face. Let me show you how. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Google and search Walmart affiliate program. And you're gonna click on the first link that pops up here. Then once you get to this page, go ahead and sign up for free. Once you sign up, we're going to search for a product to promote, and don't forget, the more expensive the product, the more money you make. Then once you find your product, go ahead and get your affiliate link. Next up, we're gonna go to Pinterest and create a free account, and you're gonna create a pin. Then create a brief description of your product. Now, make sure you don't forget this step because it's really important. This is how you're gonna get paid. This is where you're going to add your affiliate link. Whenever somebody clicks this, they will be taken here, and this is how you're going to get paid. Now, when you're finished, go ahead and click publish, and you can do this for as many products as you want. So this is affiliate marketing, and if you want to learn how ordinary people are making 5 figures per month passively, follow me and see my profile.
Here's some passive income businesses you can start using business credit.
Save these.
Let's start with vending machines. Go to vendingworld.com and you can pay for a vending machine with monthly payments. Next up, you can also do an ATM machine business. This is going to cost you about $1,500 to start, and you'll make money in your sleep. And lastly, a content studio listed on Peerspace. The formula is get the bag, split the bag, and flip the bag. Always leverage OPM to acquire passive income producing businesses. If you are ready to make passive income this year, comment below and I will send you the link to my free passive income masterclass. I'll see you there.
What are the best passive income streams to look into? I'm going to answer this and give you some ideas in this video, but keep in mind that best is very subjective. Let me explain why. Most passive income streams are going to require your time, your money, or a combination of both up front. The goal is to use these now so that moving forward, this income stream brings you money passively. Oh my God, those are ugly dollar signs. Between the decision of what you want to put in or what you even have at your disposal and your actual goal is going to determine for you what is the best option. Let me rephrase that. Which income stream you want to start off with, because ultimately, wouldn't it be dope to have multiple passive income streams? So let's cover a couple of ideas. For each one, let's cover what it is, the risks associated with it, the path to getting there, and how to get started. Number 1, write a book or an ebook. Pretty self-explanatory, but you can write a book, you could write a story, you can write a nonfiction book on some subject matter that you're an expert in. This takes a lot of time up front to start, and in terms of money, you can start with little to no money. So the risk if it flops is basically your time. You can research how to write a book, pick a topic, write it, find a publisher, or you can self-publish, like Amazon has a lot of tools for this. You can market it and release it. Depending on how much money you want to put in, it's going to determine how much of these you do on your own versus hire out. All right, let's talk about rental properties. This would be owning property to rent out to people to live in or to businesses to run their business. For residential, there could be a lot of different types like long-term tenants or Airbnb. Upfront time is going to depend on whether or not you have enough money to hire a team to do things for you or not, and upfront money is going to be a lot because we know that property is expensive. In terms of risk, a lot of it is going to depend on the market. For example, if no one is renting and you still got to pay your mortgage or any operating costs, you're going to have negative cash flows, at least temporarily, and there's always the chance that the property can depreciate. The flip side is there's potential for positive cash flows and appreciation. To get into this business, you're going to want to learn about it, how it works, the process, build your credit, save money towards it, buy a property, then rent it out. I already ran out of time in the video, so here are some other ideas of things you can start learning about for passive income. And make sure you follow. My name is Lisa and I help women of color build wealth.
Want to know how to make $900 in 3 hours? I'll show you. Head on over to textbroker.com, which will pay you for typing. Click on I write content and payment. And as you can see, they will pay you $495 to type 9,000 words. As you can see, the average person speaks 150 words per minute. So that means that this should only take you about 1 hour. Now for the trick that's going to make this super simple. Head to Google Docs, click on Tools, and then click on Voice Typing. Now once you hit record, it will start typing out every single word that you say. With just 2 hours of work, you can make $990. And with hour number 3, head on over to Grammarly.com to get all of your mistakes corrected. Don't forget to save this video and be sure to follow along for more ways to make money online. If you'd like to learn about my favorite way to make money online that makes me more than $25,000 every single week, head to the link in my bio and check out my free beginner's guide. It'll help get you started today.
Here's what I do to make 6 streams of income as a 23-year-old living in Norfolk, Virginia. 3 years ago, I started my own business to become a budget coach so I could help young women transform their stress with money into confidence. So majority of the steady income from this stream comes from working with private clients one-on-one. My second stream of income that I absolutely adore comes from speaking engagements. So a lot of colleges and organizations reach out to me to host budgeting workshops, either in person or virtually. My third stream of income is probably one of my most favorite because it's the most passive one, where I create budgeting templates on Excel and I sell them through my website. So I literally make money in my sleep because all they have to do is click the link in my bio and an email is sent to them with the file. My fourth stream of income is through TikTok and I get paid per view on videos longer than a minute, so creating good content is definitely crucial. Number 5 is me working my part-time job as an event associate at a wedding venue, and I get to choose which weddings I work so I can easily fit this job into my busy schedule. And lastly, I get to work as a general operations manager for a local cafe chain out here in Norfolk. This is my most secure stream of income, and it's really important to have multiple streams of income, especially while you're young, just in case one does stop. I'm excited to add more passive streams this year, so come along this journey with me.
I make $1,200 monthly in passive income, and here's how. So I took this space that used to be a study hall and transformed it into such a beautiful open concept studio. I hired someone to do demolition for me, and I pretty much took the entire task and legwork from there, really getting on my hands and knees and building this content studio from scratch by myself. So my monthly cost to lease this place is $600 and an additional about $120 with utilities and also my internet. So I list this space on a platform called Peerspace, and it just allows the content creators, photographers, and videographers in my local area to be able to rent this space hourly at a very, very affordable price. So this space has 4 different themes: a black onyx wall, a 50 shades of pink wall, and just a white wall that you're able to do a number of things on one side and also an office setup on the other side. And don't forget about my beautiful beauty room. That's my favorite part. So the name of my studio is Studio 11. It's only between $50 to $60 per hour to rent. And I just love how it came out. I'm so proud of myself. I literally did this space by myself. The best part about it is the only one in my area. So if you have a space in your local area, please open a content studio. It's the best thing since sliced bread to be able to make monthly passive income.
If you're someone who just wants to know how to actually make passive income, how do you actually do it? And I'm gonna give you my exact roadmap. And yes, I took extra time to really outline this for you. And I'm not kidding when I tell you I was this close to making this a not free product. But here I am giving it to you for free. And I can guarantee you that other coaches are not gonna hand you this without asking you to whip out that credit card, because it took me whipping out my credit card on several different occasions to actually figure out these exact steps. And they work very, very well. Exactly what I use to bring in $300 to $400 a day. Broken it down into essentially 8 steps. I made it all nice and visual for you, but then I also add a little bit more context behind each step so it's very easy to follow. You can find this entire download in my Stan store. There are 2 free guides in there. This one that I'm referencing is going to be your roadmap to reoccurring passive income. So make sure you get that one. So there you go. Happy money making.
Here is a realistic side hustle for anyone who actually wants to put in the work and make something sustainable for them long term. Quite frankly, I am getting really fed up of seeing all these stupid easy side hustles for lazy people on TikTok. It probably isn't as easy as they say it is, and also that probably doesn't actually generate as much money as quickly as they say it does. So this, what I'm about to tell you, is a realistic side hustle that does take time and effort in the beginning to build up, but it can genuinely eventually take over your full-time income. It's the same side hustle that Chris and I started several years ago that allowed us to both leave our full-time jobs. So these are Chris's earnings for the month, and then these are my earnings for the month. We each have our separate accounts. Just to note, it's only July 12th, so we're only about a third of the way through the month, so obviously you can kind of imagine how much more we'll make throughout the rest of the month. So what this side hustle is Amazon KDP, and all that is self-publishing books, but they're not actually books that you have to write yourself. So let's go ahead and go through exactly how this works. Now, just as a preface, of course there are going to be details that I haven't covered in this video, either because I just forgot or either because there's not enough time to fit it all into a TikTok video, because to be honest, there's no way that anybody could fit every detail about any side hustle into a single TikTok, but I will do my best to make sure that it is as complete as I possibly can within the time frame. So the first step is to actually find a profitable book topic. Now, the way that you're going to do this is you're going to head to the Amazon bestsellers list. And you're basically just going to scroll through and find topics that look to already be selling well by looking into the different categories that are on the left side. We personally only publish nonfiction books because it's so much easier to target that type of audience, people who are looking for a very specific, a self-help book or a DIY book, a how-to book, that sort of thing. It's way easier to target as opposed to fiction where, a romance novel could mean anything or a fantasy novel could mean anything. So we only stick to nonfiction, and we've had a lot of people ask if these methods work with fiction books, and to be completely honest, we just don't know because we've never tried it. So I mean, they may work, but we obviously can't say that they do because we don't want to mislead anybody. So anyways, you're going to be scrolling through these books, and once you find a topic that interests you and that looks like it's selling well because it's on the bestseller, you're going to go ahead and click into a few of the books that are on the same topic, and you're going to scroll down to where it has the bestsellers rank, and then you're going to take that over to a sales calculator called BookBeam. Over here, you can check how many sales per day this book is actually making. And you essentially want to make sure that there are enough books in that category on that topic that are selling well. This basically just means that it is a topic that is in demand. You also want to kind of scope out the competition. You want to make sure that the competition won't be too hard to catch in terms of reviews. You also want to make sure you can make a cover that will compete. Like if you think that you can do better than them in terms of their cover, their title, their description, that sort of thing. And then once you actually have your profitable book topic chosen, you need to get it ghostwritten. Essentially, you'll need to create an outline that is relatively detailed in terms of having everything that you want included. That way your ghostwriter knows exactly what to include. And for full transparency, hiring a ghostwriter can cost anywhere between $600 to $1,200, just depending on where you go. For example, you could get one on the Urban Writers or Hot Ghostwriter, or you could try to get somebody on Upwork, but you have to be very careful throughout the vetting process. Now, you obviously can also have ChatGPT write it for you. We used to kind of tell people not to do this, but we just have realized that the fact of the matter is whether we say you should or you shouldn't, people are going to do it. We may as well at least try to help people do it correctly. So we are putting out a video soon on how to actually use ChatGPT to write books. We obviously, again, can't fit it all into this single video, unfortunately, but it will be on our page soon if it's not already there. Anyways, whether you get your book ghostwritten or you have it done with ChatGPT, you still are going to be the person at the end of the day that has to sit down and read through the entire manuscript and make sure it sounds good and make sure it's high quality. And if you don't trust yourself personally to be able to do this, you can outsource an editor or use apps like Grammarly, Hemingway, and Outright. The other thing that you're going to need to do is get a book cover created. So you want to get a really high quality book cover created. If you don't personally think you have design skills, then I recommend not doing it yourself, only because book covers really really do sell your book, so it's such an important step. So we always recommend going to a place like Fiverr or 99 Designs. Both are really great options. Fiverr is a bit more budget, 99 Designs is a bit more upmarket, but you get loads and loads of options with 99 Designs. And then you're going to obviously have to come up with a title. So you want to make sure that your title is SEO optimized. So what I mean by this is whatever topic you end up choosing, let's say it's knitting for beginners, you want that exact phrase to be in your title. So if you don't have the phrase or the book topic that you want your book to show up for in your actual book's title, it's not going to show up when people search for that topic. So then once you've got all those things together, you can finally head over to Amazon. You will also need a book description. Again, this is something you can use ChatGPT to help with. But once you're ready to upload, you're going to go to kdp.amazon.com. And from here, the upload process is generally pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. You're just going to fill out all the information it asks for, and it asks whether or not you own the copyright. You just want to click yes. And one other important thing to note about Amazon KDP is you are not allowed to have multiple accounts. So when you're creating your KDP account, we always just recommend to log in using your existing Amazon shopper account. Don't try to create another account because there can be confusion, and if you've accidentally logged into KDP in the past and then you try to make a new KDP account, they'll check it based on what your tax information and your banking information is. So they will know if you make duplicate accounts, and that is obviously grounds for getting your account shut down, which we want to avoid. So don't have more than one account, only have the one account. Once it's uploaded, it's usually live in about 72 hours. And then obviously the stuff that comes next is marketing. And genuinely the most important thing that comes with this is getting reviews on your book. Your book is simply not going to sell if it doesn't have reviews. And we have a couple different ways of how to get reviews pinned on our page. Go ahead and check that out. And then eventually, once you do have enough reviews, you're going to want to start running Amazon ads. And honestly, this is just kind of a no-brainer. You have to run ads. You have to put your book in front of the right people. Otherwise, it's not going to make those initial sales. However, the goal with the ads is that eventually, once your book is ranking really well, you're not going to need the ads as much. You'll still keep them running, but you'll be getting loads of organic sales on top of the advertising sales as well. People always ask us how to market, but we literally only use Amazon ads. We've never personally taken our books from KDP and tried to market them externally or sell them in person. We literally only use Amazon, and our only means of marketing genuinely are getting reviews on our book and then running advertising campaigns. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and honestly, I hope it's maybe sparked your interest. Comment if you have any questions and I'll do my best to answer them.
Side Hustle I Wish I Knew Sooner Part 2, I think. But buckle up, this is gonna make you a lot of money. This is gonna be one of those things that you set and forget, so it's gonna be all passive income. So let's get into it. If we head over to Amazon.com, you can see this blank journal has been sold more than 5,000 times in the past month. They are selling this journal for $9.95, so let's do the math. They've made almost $50,000 from selling a blank journal. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, so let me show you how to do it. You're going to head over to Canva.com and you're going to create a free account. Once you have your account, you're just going to look for journal templates and you can pick the one that you like the most. I chose this design, and now you're just going to add about 100 pages to your journal. And you can do this by simply clicking duplicate. Now you're just going to download your design as a PDF. You're going to head over to Amazon KDP and they're going to publish, print, and ship your book every time someone buys from you. Once you're done with that, it will take about 2 weeks for your book to be approved and published to Amazon.com. And now comes the fun part. Sit back and collect all your profits while Amazon is doing all the work. Make sure you save this video and follow me for more ways to make money online.